Lavelle E. Neal, question number 2 for you. We've talked about the Gophers men's basketball team a few times already in this segment this year. It seems like something new. There's a twist every time we do. The sky is falling, or man, how are they winning? Or now the sky is falling again after 2 bad home losses to Penn State and Northwestern. Lavelle, are they even going to make the Big Ten tournament now? We thought that was a slam dunk like a week ago.
Yeah, first I want to say I'm extremely disappointed in Ben Johnson. After I showed him support in the paper, the Gophers go out and throw out 2 clunkers at home.
At home.
To 2 teams they should beat, Northwestern and
Penn State.
Penn State. Good grief. And I didn't say it was okay to excel. I just said if you just destroyed the momentum. Were those imposters playing on the West Coast? UCLA, USC. Well, I just baffled by all this, how this has transpired.
They only led for like 4 minutes in those LA games. I think maybe we got a little too excited over 2 improbable comeback wins. But yes, go on.
But that suggested they had the mentality and the toughness and the grit to kind of win these battles. And we didn't see that against Penn State, Northwestern, for goodness sakes. I had a letter
went to their heads.
I had a letter waiting for me at the office 2 days ago on a Monday,
handwritten,
complaining about my column.
And
for someone from North Dakota, and I'm like, he must have wrote that like seconds after reading the story. Get to the office, but be waiting for me on Monday.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad the Postal Service. That's more of an infomercial for the Postal Service than anything else. That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that will help the Postal Service survive.
Hope so. Yeah,
but no, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be incredibly difficult. And right now, you can't expect anything out of the Gophers. You can't chalk up victories to the Gophers now the rest of the way here because of what transpired against Penn State and Northwestern. And, they've got the Gophers finish up with who? They've got
Nebraska, Wisconsin, and Rutgers.
Nebraska that's a big game now. The Nebraska game is huge, and that's up at Omaha. I'm sorry, Lincoln. And up at Lincoln, that's a massive game. Then you've got Wisconsin, who's a very good team, even though it's at
that one's here,
barn,
which has been a negative this year, but yeah.
Yeah, if it's despite it being at the barn, that's just going to be a tough out for the Badgers. Going to be a tough out. So I don't have optimism there. And they finish up against Rutgers. Rutgers just got the best player back. They're playing a little bit better, but these schedules. I mean, Rutgers before they play Minnesota, they have to play Michigan and Purdue. It's probably the last 2 teams you want to face this late in the season. So there's a chance they could be wounded by the time the Gophers get them in the season finale, regular season finale. Nebraska plays the Gophers. After that, they have Ohio State and they have Iowa. Those are winnable games for that grouping of teams. As the Gophers are in that group with Iowa, Nebraska, Rutgers, and USC and whatever. And then Rutgers has no, that's not right. Someone's playing Ohio State, Oregon, Washington, and it's USC. Okay. Ohio State, Oregon, Washington, and UCLA. I don't know why they have 4 games. They play tonight, Wednesday night. Okay. They can have a say-so on all this too. So expecting the Gophers to win out is just unrealistic. So you're asking me, I don't think they're going to make the tournament. Do I still think Ben Johnson should be back? Yes, I do.
Wow. Okay.
I can't just jump off the bandwagon now after I
support him. That's what a columnist does. You can do whatever you want.
No, I'm taking a stand and I'm sticking with it here.
Okay.
The last 2 games have been pretty crummy. If they could win just one of these 2 games, it'll help mitigate the disastrous finish a little bit. But they need to sweep to have a chance. But I don't know if they're capable of sweeping if they can't take care of business at home like they couldn't last week.
Actually, this is an adjacent discussion, but a lot of people are upset that 3 teams miss the Big Ten tournament now in this realigned, 18-team Big Ten. I actually don't mind it. I think it's kind of fine. I'm not opposed to that at all.
You got to have standards. I mean, how many brackets you're going to have? That bracket's pretty big if you try to make an 18-team bracket to pare down here. So I don't mind the 14 team thing at all. And who wants to see the bottom 4 teams in the conference tournament anyway? So, take care of business during the regular season. And yeah, if the Gophers don't make the Big Ten tournament, they reap what they sow. And this is on them.